Good morning. I'm about to get ready to go for a quick walk before I start work for the day. Bruh, that bed held me hostage. Okay, like literally. Now I will say I stayed up way too late, but I mean for good reason. But yeah, this morning I was like, you know what? Just a few more minutes, and a few more minutes, and a few more minutes, and a few more minutes. But I'm still gonna go for this walk before I start work because I mean, yeah, I know I will feel great when I come back. And also, I'm liking this like progress I've been having in getting back into being consistent, moving my body. Even if I'm not going to do a full workout in the gym, it's like, yeah, it's been good. So we're gonna keep that moving. Plus, I mean, I feel like my mind is always clearer after I go for a walk. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm working from home today because it's all gloomy outside. Plus, I think I'm still figuring out what my in office days will be, but so far I'm kind of liking the Mondays at home at least. Um, but I mean, we'll see. You know, as things carry on. For today, I do have quite a few things to do work wise, and then I think I want to record this new series that I planned out yesterday. So we'll see if I have capacity for that. I'm really grateful. Last night I stayed up and did my taxes. I know it's like the last minute, but I don't know why I procrastinated on that. Actually, I do know why I procrastinated because like when you're doing W-2 taxes, it's so easy. Like it's just like, put in the numbers, let it calculate, boom, like you're done. But like self-employment taxes, it's like so much unknown. Like I don't know. So a lot of me was avoiding that because I'm like, oh my God, what if they want me to pay $1 million even though I didn't make $1 million, But it actually was a lot easier than I was anticipating and procrastinating from. So I'm grateful for that. The number was not that bad. And I heard someone on a podcast say something that like really helped my perspective too. She was like, I just paid the most taxes I ever paid. And I'm actually excited about it because that also means that I just made the most I ever made. And so getting to that place where your expenses actually legitimately, like there's no way for it to outpace your income. It's like, dang, now I gotta pay, but also like, dang, I really made some money. So I mean, I don't know. Trade-offs here. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna come back later, talk to y'all when I get to work or when I take a break later. So have a great Monday. And I realized, like, girl, you just came off of 5 years of having to work for your every dollar. 5 years of if you don't get up and go, your bills ain't gonna get paid. 5 years of not paycheck to paycheck, but month to month, and every month you start back at zero in the name of entrepreneurship. I learned a lot. I grew a lot, and that structure was needed for me to heal internally because I couldn't have any super large full-time commitments like that. I did have some short-term full-time commitments during that time, but yeah, so it's not to negate it or to demonize it because it is what I needed at the time. But realizing that this shift I'm feeling is just my whole nervous system coming back to center again. Ooh, spotted a prime piece of real estate. Looks like it's a new build. I don't think it's a renovation, just based off of, well, actually, I guess it could be. But if it is, they definitely redid the front altogether because they have like the new build look there with the paper and everything. Kind of want to go be a little bit nosy. I gotta get back home to get to work. If it's not a new build, they definitely did a lot of tearing down and whatnot. Because yeah, you can see that. So very interesting. I just walked back in the house from my walk, and just as I thought, it did everything I needed it to do, and I feel lovely. I'm about to get into my lemon water that I made, lemon ginger water. Technically, I guess you can call it tea, but I don't even like tea, so I mean, we're gonna call it water. Keep it simple. But I guess that I made before I left should be cool enough for me to just drink easily, but still warm enough to do what it needs to do. Perfection. Y'all remember Scandal? This used to be my favorite freaking mug. Actually, it still is my favorite mug. Let's be honest. Like, I used to love how Olivia used to be like, it's handled, and then walk out with a strut in a bomb outfit flowing in the wind. Back then, I actually used to work at the Limited. That's how I got that mug, actually. I used to work at the Limited, which, if you don't know, it's a store that's like, that was a peer of like Express and like, what's the other store I'm trying to think of? The Loft, and like, you know, with like the business casual type clothes and things like that. And they were the people who exclusively held this actual official Scandal line when it came out. Unfortunately, I was in college, so I hate to say I couldn't afford to buy none of the pieces, but baby, those were so nice. So just to get that little piece, I had a hat. I won a hat, and then the mug. I think it was from, you had to get like the most positive reviews or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember how I won it, but I mean, I did, and that mug is still my favorite. That was a good time. Definitely a short time, because retail was not necessarily for me. That, you know, I had fun on the job, but the inconsistency of the schedule, and then being in college, and then like, they really thought I was about to stay there over winter break just so I could work that job. It's like, baby, I ain't got nowhere to stay. You really think I'm coming here for this? What was it back then? Like $11 an hour or something like that? I don't remember how much it was, but yeah. So that was a good time. Glad I had it. But anyway, I'm about to get into work. I just sat down at my desk. I need to clear all this off, because sometimes, like when I'm doing stuff during the week and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come back to that, I'll put whatever notebook or whatever I was working on my desk. But so yeah, I'm gonna clear that off and get ready to log into these emails. I usually like to do this. Like, I sit down here, look through my emails, see what's being asked of me for the day, go get set on whatever else I need to do to be fully prepared for the day, and then come back and sit down with an executable plan of how I'm going to get into the day. And if there are no emails waiting for me, then great. I can just pick up where I left off the day before, or set my, you know, intentions and to-dos for the day and get into it. Oh, speaking of, I got a new planner. How many of you guys have heard of the Happy Planner? I have been in love with them since I first discovered them. Now, I accidentally bought one that was 2026, 2027, and it starts in freaking, let me see, July. But the one thing I love about the Happy Planner is it's so very customizable. So what I was able to do is I ordered some undated pages, and I'm just going to add those in the beginning. And really, I only have like a few months, but I want to be able to start using my planner now. So I ordered some undated pages that are still have the same layout as the one that I got. I like the, what is it called? The dashboard layout, because I just feel like it's great for organization. It's great to follow and to use on a continuous basis. I'm gonna put this right here right quick, because I need to turn my watch off. I forgot to do that. It's great to use on an ongoing basis, and helps you keep up with your day. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like. They have a vertical version. They have the horizontal version. So like, if you like your days to go more this way, they have like one where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then they have a vertical version where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then the dashboard is the one that I have, where it's a little mix of both. So on this side, they have like priorities, important, looking ahead, and notes. And then on this side, it has all the days. It has a blank space at the top, and then you have all of your days of the week to write things out, which I love. And then, of course, they have an actual calendar spread, like the full calendar, where you can see everything happening. I usually use this to throw dates in there. And then I also bought some note inserts, again, because I love their paper. And so I bought this. I also bought some that's full size too. This is the only one they had in the store, so I had to order that one online. And they have cute little sayings and pictures and things in the on the, what do you call them? The bookmark pages for each month. Like this one says the future begins now. That's the first one, I think. And then they have some on each page. And each, like you can get different themes, you know, they have a lot of different themes available. I really loved, first of all, you know, I love pink, so I loved that. And I loved how colorful this one was. And then it was also designed by a Black artist. That's not one of the things that made me choose it, but I was like, oh, how cool. Like, love that. That's a, you know, added bonus, a Black woman artist at that. So yeah, very cool. And then lastly, this is one thing that I absolutely positively like adore about this. You can rip the pages out and then put them back in. So you know how if you like to try to have neat handwriting, right? When you get to certain parts of the book, like when you get to the edge of a page or when you have to be on the left side of the page and writing, it affects your handwriting unless you know, are some person that's like just super good at, you know, I don't know, calligraphy and stuff, and it doesn't impact you. For the most part, when you get to certain parts of the book, it really impacts your handwriting. So I love that you can take the page out, which is what I normally do. Like I have my to-do list from this weekend on my actual clipboard, and when I'm done with it, I can just put it back into the book. I can do the same thing with my calendar days, pull them out, write what I need to write, put it back. And it's great because if you fall in love with a certain calendar, I mean a certain like what do you call it? A certain planner that you bought, like the cover of it. Like I have another one from last year that I actually do really love that I'll probably use as a notebook or something. But if you fall in love with it, that means you can use that same planner again in the past year. This one says let joy be your compass, which was perfect. Really loved that one. But if you fall in love with the cover and things like that, you can take that, you know, take all the pages out and recustomize it. You can also build your own planner. Like I think they sell the covers separately and then you can get the inserts. You can build a notebook. Like really, it's so customizable to whatever you want it to do. Notice ain't no paid ad. I just really love the product, to be honest. Like they have been a part of my journey since since my teaching days. Like I'm pretty sure since my teaching days. Actually, I know for a fact it was since my teaching days because they also have some great teacher specific planners that are really helpful. And now I was looking on their website, they even have like little grading sheets and like they really had like, listen, they got everything you need. They have fitness inserts, they have like meal prep inserts, they have a wedding planning planner, they have like if you're having a baby, they have something for that. I saw that on their website when I was shopping for my planner. So like they really have expanded over the last few years. But the general essence of the actual planner itself, the customizability, the, you know, colorfulness. Oh, and they have endless stickers, lots of theme stickers, even plain stickers that you can use if you like to do all that. But yeah, Happy Planner is my favorite. They have a customer for life because, yeah, I absolutely love it. And it's accessible. Like you can get it at Target, Michael's. I got mine from Office Depot this time, which I've never done before, just because when I looked online, they had the size that I wanted. They have different sizes. They have the size of the paper I showed you. They have the big size, which I like, you know, the full size, like 8.5 by 11. I think that's the standard paper size or whatever. They have I think they have smaller ones, like handheld, smaller ones. I've never gotten that. But yeah, I'm about to get into work now, so I got to stop talking. But if you are interested, check out Michael's. They always have sales on planners at Michael's, or get a coupon online. Check out their own website. They actually had a really good sale on their website. I got the inserts that I needed to get and some other notebook pages for really low, like $2, $3, you know, for some of the things. But yeah, check it out. Let me know if you end up getting one. And yeah, I'm about to get into work. Maybe I'll talk to y'all later. Or if not, have a great day.